Welcome to Biography with Plutarch, where we delve into the lives of remarkable individuals, seeking to understand the intricacies of their character and the experiences that shaped them. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the life of Stanley Kubrick, a cinematic mastermind whose innovative and often provocative films continue to captivate audiences worldwide. Stanley Kubrick was born on July 26, 1928, in the Bronx, New York, to a Jewish family of modest means. His father, Jacques Kubrick, was a physician with a kind face and a passion for photography, which would later become a defining feature of his son's career. Jacques' own experiences as an immigrant, having fled Europe to escape persecution, had instilled in him a strong work ethic and a desire to provide a better life for his family. Kubrick's mother, Sadie Gertrude Perveler, was a homemaker with a warm smile and a talent for cooking, who nurtured her children's creative pursuits and encouraged their individuality. The young Stanley grew up in a middle-class household with his parents and younger sister Barbara, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and aromas of a vibrant urban community. It was here that Stanley's curiosity and creativity began to flourish, as he spent hours poring over books on photography, experimenting with his father's camera equipment, and observing the world around him with an intensity that would later become a hallmark of his filmmaking style. Kubrick's childhood was marked by a fascination with photography, which was encouraged by his father, who recognized the potential of this artistic medium to capture the beauty and complexity of human experience. Jacques Kubrick gifted Stanley his first camera, a Graflex, when he was just 13 years old, sparking a passion that would eventually lead Kubrick to become a staff photographer for Look magazine while still in high school. His photographs, often featuring scenes of everyday life in New York City, from street vendors and pedestrians to skyscrapers and subways, demonstrated a keen eye for composition, a deep understanding of human nature, and an ability to capture the essence of a moment in time. The historical context of Kubrick's early years was one of great social change and cultural upheaval. The United States was emerging from the Great Depression, and the world was on the brink of World War II, with the ominous shadow of fascism spreading across Europe. These events would later influence Kubrick's cinematic themes, which often explored the human condition, technology, and the consequences of war. But during his childhood, Kubrick's focus was on exploring his creativity and developing his skills as a photographer. He spent hours in the darkroom, experimenting with different techniques and chemicals, and poring over books on photography, from the works of Ansel Adams to the photojournalism of Henri Cartier-Bresson. Kubrick's education took place at William Howard Taft High School, where he excelled academically and developed a strong interest in literature and philosophy. His teachers, many of whom were passionate about the arts, encouraged his creative pursuits, recognizing the potential of this talented young student to make a meaningful contribution to the world of cinema. Kubrick's high school years were also marked by a growing fascination with film, which was fueled by frequent visits to the cinema with his friends, where they would watch classic movies by Orson Welles, Sergei Eisenstein, and other cinematic pioneers. The movies left an indelible mark on Kubrick's imagination, inspiring him to explore the art of filmmaking and to experiment with different techniques and styles. The early influences on Kubrick's life were not limited to his family and education. His neighborhood, the Bronx, was a vibrant and diverse community that exposed him to a wide range of cultures and experiences. The streets were filled with the sounds of jazz and blues music, which would later feature prominently in his films, from the iconic soundtrack of 2001: A Space Odyssey to the soulful melodies of The Clockwork Orange. Kubrick's friends, including his future business partner, James B. Harris, shared his passion for photography and film, providing a supportive network that encouraged his creative endeavors and helped him to develop his unique vision. The seeds of his future success as a filmmaker were sown in these early years, during which he developed a keen eye for photography, a deep understanding of human nature, and a fascination with the art of storytelling. The young Kubrick's journey, though just beginning, was already marked by a sense of purpose and a passion for creative expression that would eventually propel him to the forefront of cinematic innovation. As Kubrick's passion for filmmaking continued to grow, he began to explore the vast possibilities of motion pictures, experimenting with short films and documentaries that would serve as a foundation for his future masterpieces. In 1951, he made his first short film, Day of the Fight, a 16-minute documentary about Irish middleweight boxer Walter Cartier, which premiered at the RKO Palladium in New York City on April 26, 1951. The film's striking visuals and keen sense of storytelling were a testament to Kubrick's emerging style, which was heavily influenced by his background in still photography. As he delved deeper into the world of filmmaking, Kubrick became increasingly fascinated with the concept of visual storytelling, often using long takes and elaborate camera movements to create a sense of tension and drama. Kubrick's entry into feature filmmaking was marked by the release of Fear and Desire in 1953, a low-budget film that explored the psychological effects of war on a group of soldiers. Although the film received mixed reviews, it demonstrated Kubrick's ability to tackle complex themes and his willingness to push the boundaries of conventional storytelling. The film's premiere at the Cinema 16 Film Society in New York City on April 1, 1953, was a significant event, as it introduced Kubrick's work to a wider audience and sparked discussions about the potential of independent filmmaking. This exposure not only helped establish Kubrick as a rising talent, but also paved the way for future collaborations with like-minded individuals who shared his passion for innovative storytelling. The mid-1950s saw Kubrick's career gain momentum with the release of Killer's Kiss in 1955, a film noir that explored the darker aspects of human nature. This was followed by The Killing in 1956, a heist movie that showcased Kubrick's mastery of suspense and his ability to craft intricate plots. The film's use of nonlinear storytelling and its exploration of the complexities of human relationships set a new standard for the genre. As Kubrick continued to refine his craft, he became increasingly fascinated with the psychological aspects of human behavior, often using his films as a platform to explore the intricacies of the human mind. Kubrick's collaboration with writer and producer James B. Harris resulted in some of his most notable works, including Paths of Glory in 1957, a powerful anti-war drama that explored the psychological effects of combat on soldiers during World War I. The film's stark realism and its unflinching portrayal of the horrors of war marked a significant departure from traditional Hollywood fare. As Kubrick himself observed, a film is, or should be, more like music than like fiction. It should be a progression of moods and feelings rather than a sequence of events. This philosophy would become a hallmark of Kubrick's approach to filmmaking, as he sought to create cinematic experiences that were both intellectually stimulating and emotionally resonant. The late 1950s and early 1960s saw Kubrick's reputation as a filmmaker continue to grow, with the release of Spartacus in 1960, a historical epic that explored the themes of freedom and rebellion. Although Kubrick's involvement in the project was limited due to creative differences with the film's star, Kirk Douglas, the film remains a landmark of American cinema, showcasing Kubrick's ability to craft sweeping narratives and his attention to detail. The experience of working on Spartacus had a profound impact on Kubrick, as it taught him the importance of maintaining creative control and the value of perseverance in the face of adversity. The early 1960s were marked by Kubrick's work on Lolita, an adaptation of Vladimir Nabokov's novel about a middle-aged man's obsession with a young girl. The film's release in 1962 was met with controversy due to its explicit content and the sensitive nature of its subject matter. Despite this, the film remains a powerful exploration of the complexities of human desire and the blurred lines between reality and fantasy. Kubrick's handling of the material was both nuanced and thought-provoking, as he sought to capture the essence of Nabokov's novel while also making it his own. As Kubrick's career continued to evolve, he became increasingly fascinated with the possibilities of science fiction, a genre that allowed him to explore complex themes and ideas in a unique and innovative way. His work on Dr. Strangelove in 1964, a black comedy about the dangers of nuclear war, marked a significant turning point in his career, as it showcased his ability to balance humor and satire with a profound sense of social commentary. The film's use of absurdity and irony to highlight the absurdities of modern warfare set a new standard for the genre, and its influence can still be felt today. Kubrick's collaboration with writer Terry Southern on the screenplay added an extra layer of depth and complexity to the film, as they explored the darker aspects of human nature and the consequences of unchecked technological advancement. Kubrick's subsequent work on 2001, A Space Odyssey in 1968 cemented his reputation as a visionary filmmaker as he pushed the boundaries of special effects and cinematic storytelling. The film's slow-burning pace and enigmatic ending have become iconic, inviting audiences to interpret its themes and symbolism in their own way. As Kubrick himself observed, the most terrifying fact about the universe is not that it is hostile, but that it is indifferent. But if we can come to terms with this indifference and accept the challenges it offers, we can create our own purpose within the universe. This philosophy would become a hallmark of Kubrick's approach to filmmaking, as he sought to create cinematic experiences that were both intellectually stimulating and emotionally resonant. As Stanley Kubrick's career continued to soar, he remained committed to pushing the boundaries of cinematic storytelling, delving deeper into the complexities of human nature and the intricacies of societal commentary. His subsequent work on A Clockwork Orange in 1971, an adaptation of Anthony Burgess's novel about a dystopian future where teenage gangs roam free and societal norms are turned upside down, further solidified his reputation as a master filmmaker. The film's exploration of themes such as free will, morality, and the effects of conditioning sparked intense debate and controversy, cementing Kubrick's status as a provocative and thought-provoking artist. The film's opening scene, with Alex DeLarge, played by Malcolm McDowell, narrating his violent exploits in a futuristic, stylized landscape, set the tone for a cinematic experience that was both visually stunning and intellectually challenging. The use of Nadsat, a fictional language created by Burgess, added to the sense of disorientation and unease, immersing viewers in a world that was both familiar and yet utterly alien. Kubrick's meticulous attention to detail, from the eerie atmospherics to the stylized costumes, created a sense of depth and texture that drew audiences into the world of the film. The 1980s saw Kubrick tackle even more ambitious projects, including The Shining, in 1980, an adaptation of Stephen King's novel about a writer's descent into madness. The film's use of long takes, atmospheric tension, and eerie sound design created a sense of unease and foreboding that has become synonymous with the horror genre. Kubrick's perfectionism and attention to detail were legendary, with some reports suggesting that he demanded over 60 takes for a single scene, pushing his cast and crew to their limits in pursuit of cinematic excellence. One notable example of Kubrick's exacting standards was the filming of the iconic "Here's Johnny" scene, where Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson, breaks through the door with an axe. The scene required precise timing and coordination between the actors, camera operators, and special effects team, with Kubrick insisting on multiple takes to achieve the desired level of intensity and realism. The end result was a moment of cinematic magic that has become ingrained in popular culture, a testament to Kubrick's unwavering dedication to his craft. As the years went by, Kubrick's output slowed, but his dedication to his craft never wavered. His final film, Eyes Wide Shut, was released in 1999, just months after his passing. The film, an adaptation of Arthur Schnitzler's novella about a doctor's journey into the world of desire and deception, was a fitting swan song for a director who had spent his career exploring the complexities of human nature. The film's themes of marriage, fidelity, and the blurred lines between reality and fantasy were classic Kubrick, probing the depths of human psychology with a level of nuance and sophistication that was unparalleled in contemporary cinema. Stanley Kubrick passed away on March 7, 1999, at the age of 70, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and influence filmmakers to this day. As he once observed, "The enemy of art is the absence of limitations." Throughout his life, Kubrick had pushed against the boundaries of what was possible, always striving to create something new and innovative, often in the face of overwhelming opposition and criticism. His commitment to his vision, no matter how unorthodox or challenging, has inspired generations of artists, writers, and thinkers to follow in his footsteps. Today, Stanley Kubrick is remembered as one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, a master of visual storytelling and a prophet of the human condition. His films continue to be studied and admired by scholars and cinephiles around the world, offering insights into the complexities of human nature and the power of art to shape our perceptions of reality. He was a true original, a visionary who saw the world in a unique and profound way, often challenging conventional wisdom and pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. His commitment to his craft, his perfectionism, and his willingness to take risks have inspired generations of artists, writers, and thinkers, from Martin Scorsese to Christopher Nolan and beyond. Kubrick's own life was a testament to the power of creativity and imagination to shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. As he once said, "I think the big mistake in schools is trying to teach children anything, and by using fear as the basic motivation. Fear of getting failing grades, fear of not staying with your class, etc. Interest can produce learning on a scale compared to fear as a nuclear explosion to a firecracker." Kubrick's own life was a testament to the power of interest and curiosity to drive creativity and innovation. From his early days as a still photographer for Look magazine to his later experiments with special effects and cinematic technology. In the end, Kubrick's life was a testament to the enduring power of art to shape our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. That's all for today's Biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.